When smoke rose from my field, I didn't need to guess who did it. The same HOA that fined me for unauthorized renovations now stood watching my barn burn, smug and silent. They thought I'd file a report and wait for justice. But I've handled enemy operations across the world. This one was personal. It started when the HOA demanded I remove the unsanctioned red structure, my barn. That barn wasn't just a building, it was my father's legacy, built by hand, reinforced with steel ribs, still carrying the smell of cedar and oil. I told them politely to check their boundaries. The barn was 100 feet outside HOA jurisdiction. But Karen, the HOA president, didn't like hearing no. 2 nights later, my wife shook me awake. Orange light flickered through the curtains. I ran outside barefoot, the smell of smoke thick in the cold air. My barn was a wall of flame. Gasoline trails glittered on the gravel. The fire crews arrived, but the barn was gone within minutes. Everything I'd restored, every tool, every heirloom. The next morning, I found shoe prints near the fence line, city loafers, not work boots, and a half-melted badge keychain from the HOA's security firm. That was all the proof I needed. Instead of yelling or posting online, I planned. I learned long ago that silence wins wars. I filed no complaint, I said nothing. But I called in a few favors, friends from my service days, now working in fire investigation, insurance, and federal compliance. Within 48 hours, Karen's HOA was under review for insurance fraud, unpermitted surveillance, and environmental negligence. Turns out they'd been using community funds for private contractors, including the arson team that torched my barn. When the sheriff arrived with federal agents 2 weeks later, the neighborhood watched as Karen's front gate was kicked open. She screamed about community rights. The agents just said, "Ma'am, this is about federal property damage and conspiracy." I stood at the edge of my field, watching. The barn was gone, but the land was clean again, open, bright, waiting to rebuild. I didn't lose my legacy. I just cleared the weeds around it. Now a new barn rises where the old one stood, stronger, fireproof, and dedicated to one truth. Never underestimate a man who's already lost everything once.
I am Liam. Subscribe for more HOA madness. Thanks.